Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Since a lot of you guys asked, yo, how do you prog your build so fast? Well, this video will be the answer to that question. It's a full-on prog video, so I hope you'll enjoy. Also, don't forget that with memberships, you can get me to make a custom build. So if you're interested in that and many other cool perks, memberships are available right now. Also, if you'd like to see more content like this, make sure to like and subscribe since it really does help a lot. Now, with the intro out of the way, so first things first, as origin choose Castle Light, then for names choose whatever. Appearance, it doesn't matter, but here you go, you can have my hair IDs as well, because why not? This is a speedrun progression. Choose a heavy weapon because this is going to be a bloodfowler build. Then you have to put all of your core attributes and only one attribute, that being the one that's most annoying to prog, in my case charisma, otherwise it would have been intelligence or something. Then struggle for the next 5 minutes to put a speedrun timer up. Don't forget to put 1 point at blood run as well. Then for the boons and flows, you have to pick autodidact and scrapper. The flows do not matter in this case. Then echo modifiers, pick valve thorns, hollow and deep champion since you'll get more echoes at the end. And finalize character. Now keep in mind that this progression method will require some special things. That's why I'm booking it straight to the bank. But first off, lock every single one of the attributes except for charisma, because that's the only one you'll want to prog really fast. Go to the bank, grab a Prof Thorns weapon, then grab a Moonlight Tome, an idol of neutral because you'll need to get out pretty fast. You can grab a Sinner's Ash as well if you need it, just in case. Again, this video will be a full-on progression, so sit back, enjoy, and I don't know, maybe grab some snacks as well while you're at it. From the training gear cabinet, check what you do not have and you will need. In my case, I'll need the ankle weights and the prayer beads. You can get even more notes and grab the rest of the training gear that you'll need for the prog, but in my case, I just took all the jobs from the bounty board and booked it again straight for the jobs, because by doing jobs you get notes as well, and with said notes you can get the training gear you need. Now your main goal during this prog for the whole duration, mostly of it, is take as many jobs as you can. While yes, there are some random mob spawns, the random mob spawns do not give even half as much of a normal job does. Also, don't mind my skill issue. I have no clue what was going on here. But yeah, this is why Prof Thorns is really useful. And I know this is mostly known, but for the guys that don't know, Prof Thorns is single-handedly boosting the speed progression by almost a whole hour, because I'm power 1, right? I killed the Alpha Sharko in what? 15 seconds or something. So what I do, I grab the whole chest, then I go back to Castle of Light just so I can train charisma, because again, it's the one most annoying attribute I have to train. And what I do for this, so I don't have to either type out or play Osu with the charisma training book, I use this website called Charisma Training Deepwoken. That's all you have to search on Google. And what it does is it shows you these boxes. You click on a box and then you just paste it in the charisma training prompt, and that's legit all you have to do. Also keep in mind that I killed only one alpha shark, alright? One alpha sharko. Let's see how many power-ups do I get from one singular sharko using this method. Okay, so that was 3 whole power-ups from one alpha sharko. That being, so like 15 per power-up, 30 points. And I could even go even further, but I don't need any more charisma. Now the ideal path would have been here for me to just glide over the void, but because I got hit by the jellyfishes, I just have to walk it and hope that some mobs do spawn. Now as you'll see, this isn't gonna be the most optimized speedrun because I did make some mistakes alongside the way. For example, here I was supposed to glide over the void right up to the entrance of the city, because that's where another job board is, so it would have meant double the jobs. But now since I just have to walk it, I do anything just so I can get as fast as possible to there. And luckily for me, another Sharko bounty spawned up on the way, so I just grabbed it because why not? I have Prof Thorns as well. Nothing is stopping me. This time no diver NPCs to annoy me. It's just me and the Sharko. And watch, 2 parries, right? 2 parries and maybe a third one, or not even a third parry, just boom. Loot the whole chest just because you will need the notes later on for upgrading your mantras. You will get some of those notes, like most of them, from a Moon's book, another power up. Just make sure when you're grabbing the chests that you do not have a full inventory, because if your inventory is full, your movement speed gets cut down by half. And you don't want that. You really don't want that happening while you're in a speed prog. So yeah, I go 55 charisma for dazing finisher since I'm not going on Jet Striker, but mostly for the chaotic charm. For those guys that don't know, chaotic charm got a pretty big buff. It used to scale down with how much charisma you used to have, meaning if you had lower than 55 charisma, it would have been practically useless. But now they buffed it, so it's useful even well below 55 charisma. Also, we're going manipulator just so we can get 40 charisma post shrine, so we can get some interesting blood run talents. And talking about talents, make sure when you don't have a good common talent, always choose rares. No matter if it's good or bad, choose rares. Also, can we appreciate for a second here how I got from power 4 to power 5 from one crab? Build is available on discord.gg/deepsavers, by the way, if you want it for yourself. There are gonna be a number of rares that you are going to need in the end, right? Now, rares, you cannot get them from roll 2s instead of getting a mantra. So basically, the order in which you want to pick talents is pretty much pre-shrine, choose the talents that you can only get pre-shrine, common, rare, whatever, just go for those. Then prioritize getting rares over semi-useful commons which you can get later, you know. And that's about it for the priorities. And for the guys asking me in what order to proc their attributes pre-shrine, it doesn't really matter since you can just use Shrine of Blasphemy. But if you don't want to use Shrine of Blasphemy, in which case you're missing out on a lot of good things. But if you don't want to use it, then the general rule of thumb is first proc the attribute that has the most pre-shrine talents. That's how it works. Usually that is agility, since if you're going, let's say, for assassination path or something, you are going to need all the assassin talents pre-shrine, of course, so make sure to grab those. Then if strength, 40 strength, if it has like 2 pre-shrine talents that you can only get pre-shrine, it doesn't make sense for you to just go strength first and then agility. And now, since I have a lot of notes from doing bounties, I can get the rest of the training gear and yet another power up. So as you just saw, I had no good common talents, so I just grabbed the rare because it's going to help me in the long run. Again, here, same thing, I burn the talents that I don't need, grab yet another rare, and basically that's all you have to do. Also, you're gonna need dash because dash is, in my opinion, the strongest mobility mantra you can get. Simply by having dash, if the other guy that is chasing you doesn't have dash, you can get away. But from here on out, you just do like 2 or 3 more jobs, I think, and that puts you at the spot where you're pretty much done with pre-shrine stats. All you have to do now is get 40 willpower, which is really easy because you're in depths farming depths mobs, and that's what gets you the most willpower. So from this lionfish and some jellyfishes, you will pretty much have 40 willpower just like that. Here, another power up. Again, useless commons, just go for the rare because you are going to need like 20 plus something rares at the end of the build. If there are no rares, then just grab the most useful common that you can get that either speeds up your prog. Also, keep in mind, the reason why I ran after I killed the lionfish was because I didn't have that many points left until a power up. So I killed the lionfish, I then put my points in, I grab the cards from the power up, and then I get the second bounty, which was the jellyfishes, you know. Because if you kill like 30 mobs, you do 30 bounties, after you power up once, the whole XP that you gather from those 30 jobs will not take over to your next power up, so you practically lose all of your prog. But yeah, here, another bounty just from jellyfishes. Boom, power up with willpower. So again, I get the cheap shot because it's pre-shrine. Then I grab some more bounties because I'm going to need a lot of these. Again, yet another rare that's pre-shrine, so I have to take that. And that's pretty much all you have to do for this prog. It's not something hard. All you have to do is watch out for depth gankers. So I recommend progging in more remote areas of the map, that being on the east side of the depths map, because ooh, the hell stays in there. Also, make sure to watch out for the squid bow because you are going to need this one for the odd tentacle for crafting the black diver outfit. If you have one in your bank, then you can completely skip over this step. I just grabbed the odd tentacle, looked through the chest, and just started spamming more willpower. By this point in the prog, you will be able to take even 2 treasure at once just because of prof thorns. You won't take that much damage, you can parry both. If you're not me and you don't have a skill issue, all you have to keep in mind is that you have to double tap F. Yeah, see, like that from the tail whip. You have to double tap F because you won't get auto parry frames from that. And since I'm 24 willpower, I'm really close to hitting 40. And after you hit 40, you are going to go straight to Temple of Hearts. Yet another reason why Deepwoken is the GOAT. And as you can see, 16 minutes in, we're already at usual, ready to Shrine of Order. We're power 10. Make sure to put 1 point in Fortitude, 1 point in Blood Rent, but you already spotted with that, and 1 point in Heavy. All you have to do is Shrine for Willpower mantras, because we are going to get Exhaustion Strike, a mantra that we can only get pre-Shrine, and we're going to get a lot of rares with Shrine of Blasphemy, because we already have pretty much every single pre-Shrine common talent that we need. But this is a good way where we can just get some useful talents like Padded Armor and Steel something. I forgot the name of the talent that gets us plus 2% physical armor. Steel Scales, there we go, or plus 3. But yeah, you just get some quick pre-Shrine talents from Willpower and whatnot, then straight to Shrine of Order. This is how your stats should be looking like. They should be ending in 23s. So if you do that, then your pre-Shrine should be ready. And because we hit Shrine of Blasphemy as well, look at how many free trainings we have. 72 free trainings. Oh my days. You know what that means? It means that when we reach power 15, the prog is over. We have officially finished our prog, because using the free points and because we're debound and we get a lot of event XP, you can just straight up power up to power 20. And that's the whole build. I'm using Adret as well, which speeds up things even more, because I get per power up 6 free investment points. And that's why I hit Shrine of Blasphemy as well, just for those free points. I just go ahead and get some more quick bounties as well for some extra XP, just so I can make sure that with those said free points I can level up straight to power 20 and I don't have to fill up some leftovers like 3 investment points, which is really annoying to get at the end of the pro. And by using this, the best part is that you skip the most tedious part of progressing, the power 15 to power 20 grind, which everyone hates. You skip through that completely. You don't have to worry about anything. Then to make things even faster, I go ahead and do the corrupt trial. If you talk to that statue, you will get placed in a corrupt trial. But guess what? You're already on Deepbound Valve Thorns, so every time you want to get out, you will have to do this trial. So it's 15 free points for what? For nothing, just because you're getting out. So 72 points plus 15, you have almost 100. So with some free time to spare, I just used all my free points into Blood Rent and made sure to leave 1 off, because just in case I get a lag spike or anything where I get low in the trial, I can just use the said free point to power up and get all of my HP back. And even though doing this trial might sound scary at first, keep in mind you have Prof Thorns, you have a guard break crate as well. So if you get the Squabo, it's the easiest thing in the world. You just portrait break it like 3-4 times and it's dead. And for the second mob, again, I got another Squabo. Same thing, really easy, plus 15 free points for nothing. Then after powering up to power 14, I made sure to equip all of my gear I had passed down from a previous slot. If you don't have that, I recommend getting another max slot farming enmity so you can get some good gear, and then you can just get it from the bank. I tried getting Black Diver here, but I forgot I didn't have a blessed gem yet. But we are going to get that from doing a chaser, which is really easy. Yet another power up, and from this point out, you are going to pick either all rares until you have the number of rares you need. Again, build is available on discord.gg/deepsaviors, and you can see in the builder link exactly how many rares you need and what rares. Or if you already have enough rares, you can just pick Blood Rent talents for this build. Also, keep in mind this is a really hard build to prog because it's Blood Rent. It has a reinforced armor which has a lot of talents, and overall it's a quite tedious prog. You are going to need to get Soulbreaker as well, which needs a Murmur. You are going to need to be Duke to get Soulbreaker and whatnot. And oh my days, this is a really tedious prog, but again it's still really fast. Like as you can see, we're 24 minutes in, we just keep hitting power up after power up. And the reason I'm going to the Trial of One Place is to get this exact book, which after we go up is going to get us a lot of aces, which we are going to need to burn a lot of cards. And as soon as you reach 75 Blood Rent, we are going straight to depths to go and beat Chaser. And for layer 2, I have some speed tricks as well. For example, if you climb up on this branch, then jump on this wall, you are straight to the key place. You don't have to go all the way around and whatnot, so you just get the key. Also, in case you didn't get the notice already, the reason why we're in layer 2 is to uncap Blood Rent. And by doing this, we are going to get a lot of deep gems as well, that of course we are going to need. Also, while you're on your way to Bonekeeper, you should take a left here and get the rhythm as well, but I forgot. That's definitely not going to take like a bajillion years to get again. Just don't do what I do here. Go and get the rhythm first, then go and beat Bonekeeper. Now, after you go and beat Bonekeeper, jump straight down here. Straight down. Don't even worry about fall damage because you're going to get all of that back. You go into the Ignition Union base. You might be wondering, why in hell is this guy going in Ignition Union base? Well, first off, I clear all of my parasites, then I get Union Hook, then I talk to this guy because why not? And here you climb on this wall through those pipes. Now you're out of bounds. Jump through this small gap, and guess what? You're straight at the spear place. So you don't have to go through the whole tunnel thingy and one through winds. You're just straight at the spear place. Then you go and get Ethrion's Gaze and just go normally until Chaser. And from here on out, my luck just keeps getting worse and worse because I got absolutely no blessed gems, meaning I can't craft my Black Diver. Yippee! I just kept getting rage baited on, and this is the start. I mean, the start was me not getting rhythm, which is gonna bite me in the ass later, but I didn't get a blessed gem either, so no Black Diver outfit. But from here on out, it was just more talent choosing. That's what I did the whole layer 2, by the way, just talent choosing. As you can see, I have 7 aces. At any time, I could burn some cards I didn't need. What I did was try and get 30 Fortitude and 30 Willpower for the Bastion talents. Then I go to 50 Fortitude so I can get to the finish in Exoskeleton, and then go ham on Fortitude just so I can get Reinforced Armor. When I said my luck started to run out, I was not joking, because at this moment, while the timer was still running, my game decided to completely crash. Every time I tried launching Deepwoken, it wasn't my fault. My internet was working. It was Roblox's fault. After exiting layer 2, you just have to go to Temple of Hearts yet again. I was power 20 by this time. Prog was pretty much over. All I have to do left was get 10 points into Fortitude and 5 points into Blood Rent. But I decided to first get my mantras ready by simply using Shrine of Temptation. I just rerolled talents until I got every single one I liked, and then I rerolled some talents. It's a really tedious process because all I had to do was to go back and forth between the game and the builder. I had to see what talents I was missing. I had to go and shrine for them. I removed some mantras, I got some more talents and whatnot. It was some pretty boring stuff. But after I got finished with everything, I used an Idol of Yunshou and got out because it's time to get Soulbreaker. But oh boy, clueless me forgot to take Rhythm because you need a Murmur to get Soulbreaker, so I decided to fight this guy. Because why not? I wanted to test my build out. It was overworld anyways, I had nothing to lose, and even if I died, I would have just went depths, and this way I could have done layer 2. Guess what? Me sliming out this guy was absolutely perfect because I had to go inside the Duke place, right, to beat Duke, but I didn't have the key because getting the key takes a really long time. So what I did was use this guy that I slimed because he had the key, and I simply used his key to get inside Duke. And guess what? He had the blessed gem I needed in order to craft my Black Diver as well. So it was absolutely perfect. But my greedy ass couldn't live with just a simple fight. I wanted to grip someone because the build was really fun. I wanted to actually fight. So I said, let me slime this guy out. He was pretty much maxed. I was missing the master armor as well. We were on even ground. But he starts running and I said, okay, I can run too, buddy. I have dash as well. That's a 2v1. I don't even have my master armor yet. I'm on starter armor. I barely have my gear on. Level 1 mantras. And I'm fighting Goku in Deepwoken because this guy's build was insane. I was getting 2v1 again. I was trying my hardest. I was spamming mantras. I was clueless. I had no reason what I was doing. I was switching around mantras. I couldn't parry. And equipping my weapon as well. This guy was doing 1 bar per rising flame for absolutely no reason. And I swear he was on auto parry as well because he was holding M1, parrying at the same time, using mantras like it's piano tiles. Whichever mantra is off cooldown first, that's the mantra you use. It was insane. So I started playing the same. Both can play the same game, buddy. So I started throwing M1s. I started parrying. I started throwing out monsters, I was doing anything. He was still winning, bro. What I was doing wrong. Then this guy gets low. He starts running. The other buddy came in to fight as well. Like, huh? What game am I playing right here? I was starting to regret my decisions, but it's whatever, because as I said before, I needed to go depths anyways to get my mermaid and whatnot. Then I found the Spire Keeper. I thought, maybe he's gonna help me. Buddy was on spectator mode. He wasn't helping anyone. He was saying, oh, buddy, you could have helped me at least. Please, Speed, I need this. I was 2v1ing. I was barely staying alive at this point. The guy was running. Oh my days, the guy was running. I was still holding my ground for a bit. The Spire Keeper came in to rage bait me, saying, teaming is bad. Thank you, Brody. Thank you. Then he blind sear beamed me as well. Like, what are we on? I thought this guy would maybe save me. Maybe. Just maybe. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. I got gripped and got sent to depths. But it's whatever. It's whatever. I can just go and get rhythm while I'm at it. So yeah, I was back to Castle Eye. All I had to do was go in layer 2. Go and get the rhythm real quick so I can get a murmur for Soulbreaker. And I kept missing the light hook. I used every single ability in my inventory. And guess what? When I went to get outside depths, because I already had used the usual wish, of course I get Bone Keeper, which is the hardest guy to fight. But when I... oh my days, bro. I was getting rage baited so hard because of this. And funniest thing, when I got out, I said, okay, last time I got 2v1. I want to prove to myself that the build is actually good and I can fight with it, right? So I found the Silent Heart guy. I didn't even have time to craft my master outfit yet. I said, okay, let me fight this guy. He was doing a bar per Silent Heart move, as you just saw. I only here did I realize that I was on 0% armor. I'ma be dead honest, if I had lost this fight, I would have simply cancelled the whole video. You wouldn't have seen this at all. And I love Bloodfowler, just because even though the crit isn't a posture break anymore, it still does a lot of posture, like a lot. So you can still guard break with it pretty often. As you can see, Blood Rend is just oof. So I gripped the guy, but I didn't grip him. You're just imagining things, because here's what this guy said as well.
Hi, my name is Cherry Bomb, and I fight for all the single moms out there that don't get the respect they deserve.
Let's do this! I am dangerous!
Nah, I'm just joking. I didn't grip them. I even gave them some relics because they were pretty chill. I can't lie. But the rage bait continues. Holy! So I beat Duke. Then I used Sinner's Ashes, right? And it says the ashes don't seem to have any effect. What? Oh, what do you mean, bro? What do you mean? Because I had the murmur. I had the stats for Soulbreaker as well. I kept trying to use it. Nothing was happening. So I had to do another one. Oh my days. And with that, the build was pretty much finished. I was so excited because the prog took around 55 minutes, which is still under an hour. But with the jokes out of the way, it was an actual under hour prog if I hadn't fought literally everyone who came in front of me. So yeah, but here's the funny part, that isn't even my main build. Here's how I actually prog my main builds. just like that. 39 minutes and 11 seconds without pauses, without anything. I completed fully prog, by the way, like master outfit, even upgraded the mantras, got my weapon in 39 minutes, my main build as well. It's available right now as well, both builds, discord.gg/deepsaviors. I hope you enjoyed this progression video. If you'd like to see more, then like and subscribe. And don't forget, if you want me to make a custom build, then memberships are available right now to get. Thank you so much everyone for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.